Hello, La Pluma students, and welcome to a new art lesson. Our artist this week is named Vanessa Brantley Newton. Here's how you spell her name, Vanessa Brantley Newton. And she is a children's book illustrator. She's actually written 2 children's books and illustrated them. And she has illustrated a bunch more books in addition to the 2 that she wrote herself. So she did this art lesson, which I discovered on Instagram, and I just loved it so much. She used collage, which is like paper, little pieces of paper glued on to create this, and I wish we could do it that way, but since we're not in the classroom, we're going to draw this. And Vanessa loves singing, music, and dancing, and she wants her art to reflect those things and that fun. And she's also a really strong believer in accepting all people of all cultures and really encouraging each other and accepting yourself and knowing how important you are as well. So here is the sample that I drew, and what we're going to do is we're going to be drawing sort of like half of our head. So like the top of our head, or the brain part, is open, and we're kind of seeing all of this coming out of our mind, and it's all of the things that we enjoy or that we love, things we like to do, people we care about, hobbies. So I did like a little suitcase right here for traveling. This is a pickleball because I love to play pickleball. I love reading and art. Drinking coffee is one of my favorite things to do. I have 2 dogs that I adore, so this is one of them. His name is Gilbert. And then I love sunshine, butterflies, plants. I have a million plants in my house. I love music. So I want you to think about what are the things that you really enjoy, that really make you you. What are things that are special to you? What are things that you like to do in your free time? Start brainstorming all of those things. Try to think of at least 5 or 10 things that are special about you and make you unique. All right, if you haven't brainstormed at least 5 to 10 things that you think reflect your personality, it can be a word, it can be an item, it can be a design, like I did some little swirly things here. Pause the video now to make sure you have 5 to 10 things, and then press start when you're ready. All right, so we are going to start by drawing the lower half of our face. And this project is going to be very open-ended for you. So I did very simple features, and I copied or was inspired by Vanessa Brantley Newton's collage over here. But you can change the features to make them look more like what you look like, or you have options here. You don't have to go exactly with my shapes if you don't want to. So we're going to start with a big, this bottom part of the head, which is a big smile line. And then we're going to draw the top of the head kind of cut off there. And that's just a straight line going across. I'm going to do 2 small ears, so a letter C. And then a backwards letter C on the other side. I'm going to do 2 smaller smile lines for closed eyes. If you'd like to, you can add eyelashes, but you don't have to. I'm going to do, it looks like kind of an upside down number 7, so it's a long diagonal line and then a little straight line. And I'm going to make myself look happy and thinking, because all of this that's coming out of my mind are all of the things that I love and enjoy and appreciate in the world. And And then let's do a rainbow line at the very bottom, and that is the shoulders. And then we're going to do 2 vertical lines connecting the head and the shoulders for the neck. Okay, and that's the basic shape of the person or ourself. And now up here we get to just get as creative as we want. We want to put as much detail and variety and whimsy or fun. I did a lot of little dots and circles just to show like kind of that party sort of like joyful atmosphere of all the beautiful things that I'm thinking about or loving. So this part is really open-ended to you. You get to decide what you want to put here. And I would encourage you, if you're on the younger side, TK, kindergarten, first grade, maybe do 5 different things that you like in your picture up here. And if you're on the older side, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, I want you to challenge yourself and maybe do 10 different things. So I'm just going to, I did more detail here, but for the video I'm just going to do quickly some of the things that I had drawn before. So this is my cup of coffee. Every morning I love to have my cup of coffee first thing. It's my favorite part of getting up in the morning. So there's my cup of coffee. I love birds, and I didn't put a bird over here, but I'm going to draw a bird on this side. There's a bird that I love called a heron. It has this really long neck and sort of a skinny bill that comes out. And then it has long legs. Alright, and let's see what else could I draw. I drew a book here because I adore reading, and usually when I'm drinking my cup of coffee in the morning, I'm reading, and I have a whole stack of books that I read. Some of it's poetry. I love poetry, and I love novels, and I just enjoy books of all kinds, fiction. So there's my book. I'm going to draw a sun to show I love being outdoors. I love the ocean. I love the warm summers. And here I drew my family, so I'm going to draw them again. And I just did simple stick figures, but I would love it if you did more detail than that. This is my husband, Matt. And here's me. And we have 2 daughters, Tori and Lexi. And I have curly hair, and my girls have curly hair, and my husband has just a little bit of hair, mostly bald. Alright, and I'm going to draw some musical notes to show that I love listening to music and singing. Okay, and hopefully you can put even more than this. Just try to think of as many things as you can that you enjoy. I'm going to draw a paintbrush. I love to watercolor. It's my favorite form of art. Okay, I think that's good for my subjects that I enjoy and love. And now I'm going to add just some squiggly, swirly, curving lines. And I'm going to do some just curling like this. And then I'm going to do some that are thicker. So I'm going to draw a second line next to it and make it more of a solid line. More of a shape than just a line. And then the next part, after we've done our squiggles and curved lines, we're going to add some circles. And these are just kind of showing that this is imagination and these are ideas. Okay, and now the last part is just dots. And the dots just kind of fill it in and make it look even more interesting and sort of whimsical or exciting, fun. Put dots all over. If we were in the classroom right now, I would hear everybody going dot, 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 dot on their desk. And I would say, quiet dots, please. And I can't wait till we're all back together in the classroom. It's going to be so good. I've missed you guys so much. All right. And now you're ready to add color. And I'm going to let you just go for it with the color because your pictures are different than mine. But this is how I added color to my project. I used markers, and you're welcome to use crayons or colored pencils or whatever you have at your house or wherever you're doing your project. All right, thank you, class. So good to be with you today, and I hope you're doing well. Bye-bye.